Hello dear students, in this video we are going to learn about Cayley-Hamilton theorem. Let us see the statement of Cayley-Hamilton theorem. The statement states that every square matrix satisfies its characteristic equation. Let us understand the meaning of the statement. Recall that the characteristic equation was determinant of A minus lambda times I equals to 0. Where A is a given square matrix, I is an identity matrix of the same order, and lambda is a scalar value. And then taking its determinant and equating it to 0, we are going to get the characteristic equation. Suppose you are having a matrix of order 3 by 3. So for 3 by 3, the determinant of A minus lambda I becomes easy by using this formula. And the formula is lambda cube minus trace of A times lambda square plus A11 plus A22 plus A33 times lambda, where A11, A22 and A33 are the minors obtained by eliminating first row, first column, second row, second column and third row, third column respectively, minus determinant of A equals to 0. The statement says that this characteristic equation is going to be satisfied by the given matrix A. That means in place of lambda, you have to replace this lambda by A, and still your equation is going to be satisfied. So I'm replacing here lambda by A, and your equation will look like this: A cube minus trace of A times A squared plus A11 plus A22 plus A33 times A minus, please understand that here determinant of A is a scalar value and we are doing addition and subtraction of matrices. So here it has to be a matrix. So I am multiplying the scalar value with an identity matrix is equals to null matrix. So statement says that characteristic equation is going to be satisfied by my matrix A. So I have replaced here lambda by matrix A over here, and still it is going to be satisfied. Let us understand this with an example. Verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem for the matrix A. Here we are having matrix of order 3 by 3. So to verify Cayley-Hamilton theorem, we need to find first characteristic equation. Consider the characteristic equation, which is determinant of A minus lambda times I equals to 0. Let's have a subtraction between A and minus lambda times I. We'll get this. Now, if you will follow the usual method of finding this determinant of this 3 by 3 matrix, then it is going to be a little difficult task. So that's why we are having a formula for finding determinant of such type of matrices, which is lambda cube minus trace of A times lambda squared plus A11 plus A22 plus A33 times lambda minus determinant of A equals to 0. We all know that what is the trace of A. Trace of A is the sum of the diagonal matrix, the sum of the diagonal element of the matrix. So, we all can say if I don't look at this minus lambda, then I will get my matrix. So you don't look at the minus lambda, then here is your matrix. So trace of A is going to be the sum of the diagonal elements. So 1 plus 3 plus 1. So 1 plus 3 plus 1 is what? 5. So trace of A is going to be 5. A11. So A11 is an minor which is obtained by eliminating the first row and first column. So if I eliminate this first row and first column and I don't look at the minus lambda things, then I'm going to get A11 as 3 times 1 minus 2 times 0. So this is going to be your A11. So 3 times 1 is 3 minus 2 times 0 is going to be 0. So ultimately you will get A11 as 3. So this is what I have written over here. A22 is minor obtained by eliminating second row and second column. So if I'll eliminate second row and second column and I don't look at the minus lambda thing, then I'm going to get A22 as 1 times 1 times 1 minus 0 times minus 2, which will be 1. So here we have written A22 as 1. Similarly, you can calculate A33. And we all know that how to calculate the determinant of 3 by 3 matrix. So you are going to calculate the determinant and you are going to put the values for determinant, and which in this case we have got it as 1. So here is your equation. So we got characteristic equation as lambda cube minus 5 times lambda square plus 9 lambda minus 1. So hence we got the characteristic equation. Now I have to verify whether this characteristic equation is satisfied by my given matrix A or not. That means Cayley-Hamilton theorem states that AV square matrix satisfies its characteristic equation. So I have to replace lambda by A and I have to check whether it is still satisfied or not. So I have to check this condition. I have to prove that this, if I calculate this left hand side, it is going to be at the end a null matrix. So let us see that. Let us check that. So lambda cube minus 5 times lambda a square plus 9a minus 1 times I. It is going to be the null matrix that I have to verify. So let us do that. So we are going to calculate 1 by 1 a cube a square a, and we are going to put it in the left hand side and we'll check whether right hand side is coming or not. Now we are having matrix A as this 1 2 2 1 2 minus 2 minus 3 minus 1 3 0 0 minus 2 and 1. So I need to calculate A square first. So A square is going to be calculated by A times A. So here is your A and we have to multiply this two. How do we multiply these two matrices? So it is of order 3 by 3 and this is also for order 3 by 3. So A square is going to be of order. So to multiply two matrices, we need to check that number of column of the first row should be same as the number of row of the second matrix. So yes, it is same. So the output, the resultant product is going to have a order 3 by 3. So this is going to be the order of the uh, product, the matrix which are going to get after multiplication. How do we multiply matrices? The first row and first column is going to give you the first this entry. The first row and second row is going to give you the second entry, and so on. How do we multiply the first row? 1 times 1. How do we multiply the first row and first column? Corresponding elements will get multiplied. So 1 times 1, 1. Then plus 2 times minus 1. So 2 times 1 is going to be minus 2. Then plus minus 2 times 0. So minus 2 times 0 is going to be 0. So you got it as 1 minus 2 minus 1. So first entry you are going to get it as minus 1. And so on, you will perform the calculation. So this is what I got after doing multiplication of A times A. So we got A square, and the next you are going to calculate A cube, which is going to be A cube going to be A square times A. So we have A square already with us and we have A also with us, and then you are going to multiply them together. And again, both the matrices are of order 3 by 3. So resultant matrix is also going to be of order 3 by 3. So this is what you are going to get after multiplying these two matrices. Now we got A cube, we got A square. Now you are going to put it in the left hand side. What is the left hand side? Left hand side of the equation number 1. A cube minus 5 times A square plus 9 times A minus 1 times identity matrix. So let us do that. So here I have substituted A in place of A cube, then minus 5, then A square, then plus 9 times A minus identity matrix. So after calculating everything, A cube A square you're putting in the left hand side of the equation number 1. And if I do subtraction, if I solve this thing, what you're going to get? Minus 13 minus 5, you're going to multiply this inside, it will become plus 5. So minus 13 plus 5 is going to be minus 8. Minus 8 and plus 9. Minus 8 plus 9 is going to be 1. 1 minus 1 is going to be 0. And the same way you can check that other entries are also going to be 0. So we check that after solving this left hand side, we are getting that it is as right hand side as 0, and this is what you had to satisfy, right? You had to check whether this left hand side is coming out to be a null matrix or not. So and we got it as null matrix. So hence we just now check that every square matrix satisfies its characteristic equation. Hence, Cayley-Hamilton theorem is verified. Here is your exercise question. Do try on your own and check whether you are able to satisfy the characteristic equation by the matrix A or not. Thank you.